Take care of y'all last night.
Yeah, everything was fine then. Yeah, I was surprised. So when Mike went downtown to go out to get something to eat, and everything was closed.
Sunday night stopped midnight.
Oh, I noticed that.
What's that, Red?
Oh, glad. I had to kind of stick with the change.
That's about it, though. Fine. We just hung out, watched it. Gotta relax. It's weird. I mean, I could have used it.
I don't know where that is.
Non-stop with
Probably
this
just
weather.
over.
All the other comments.
When you get this old, you start smelling like
I got a
nacho
call
cheese.
yesterday, and they stopped, canceled the game at Massachusetts. Plus the on-field temperature was 25 degrees.
What? It's pulling either because it's cord, so it keeps going like this. I'm tightening it up right now.
I don't know if you had it on like some setting where it moves itself.
I wish. I need a remote control.
What you doing?
You know, I'm just holding this press box together. I'm the glue.
You the glue?
Yeah,
The
I'm
duct
the
tape?
glue. Yeah, that's what we are right now.
Mm.
You've been busy.
No, I'm
Are
not
you
really.
teaching in classes, Spencer?
I am teaching two. I teach two every semester. Yeah. They're not that
What, first?
taxing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I teach them without, I only use a book no more.
Yeah, sure. It's fine.
You know the book, I'm sure.
Well, the book
Book
did
set.
change this year. The book's gone this year. It's out of sync.
Yeah.
So they constantly hear me say, I hate this book. I'm like, so why do we have to buy it?
No,
You
everything's
need
been
it.
super. You cannot
You need
complain.
the information, it's just not in that order.
The only thing, we do post with the toilet.
I need a new tripod. I bet that's gonna cost a ton of money though.
I mean, we've worn it out.
Yeah.
This little thing's missing. These are just like shot almost. When they hold up, they.
Maybe one has some tape.
Oh my gosh, when you
Whereas the NCAA and the USA South Athletic Conference promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments or intimidating actions directed at coaches, players, officials, or any other team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from this facility. Also, the consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages or tobacco products is strictly prohibited. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the game. Field number 8, White. Batting third and playing left field, number 4, Essence Scrambler. Batting fourth and playing first base, number 25, Rachel Taylor. Batting fifth and playing second base, number 23, Taylor Campbell. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 5, Alexa. Playing shortstop, number 22, Chris Torres. Batting eighth, batting ninth and playing center field, number 2, Ashton Hayden. And in the flex position at pitcher for the Scots is number 10.
Yeah, here it is. I know. Can we just do that?
Leading off the first inning for Maryville, third baseman Morgan Brewer.
So am I on? Like, what's going on?
You're on.
Testing 1, 2, 3. So go.
Right fielder, Christina White.
What just happened? Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the LaGrange College Softball Complex for today's USA South 2018 Tournament Championship game. We have some audio difficulties going on here so far in the first. Maryville batting as the visiting team, and it is now 2 outs here in the top of the first. And we'll catch up with some lineups for you as we go along. So Essen Strandler, the left fielder for the Scots, comes up. 2 down. Foul ball off the right side. Miranda Barker on the mound in the circle for the Spirits. 0-1 is high, 1-1. Scots come into today's action. The 28-11 overall record. They are the number 1 seed out of the West Division. A win in this game will give them their first ever USA South Tournament Championship. 1-1 is called strike 1 and 2. Scots are 2-0 here in LaGrange, as well as a 2-0 sweep of Wesleyan to get to LaGrange. 1-2, bounce back to the pitcher over the first, and that'll win the first. Top of the first, we'll head to the bottom half. Salem coming up. Jennifer Vitarelli for the Spirits will step in as the leadoff batter. takes a strike from Caitlin Smith, a right-hander for the Scots. Coming into today's action in the tournament, she's 3-0, a 0.35 ERA, 2 shutouts in 20 innings pitched. Second pitch is a ball. In her 20 innings, she has struck out 32, walked 14, given up 7 hits, and just 1 run it was earned. 1-1 is popped foul. It's going to be about 50 degrees here in LaGrange, on the campus of LaGrange College today. Rain forced the tournament off of Sunday, and thus we are here on Monday. 1-2 is fouled off. Wind blowing from right field to left field, very briskly, roughly 15 miles an hour. Local weatherman Mickey Call with that information. Thank you, Mickey. Line drive, nice stab by Smith. She does her own job, and it's 1 out. That'll bring up the center fielder, Montana Lineberger. First pitch catches, oh, it does not. It's inside, 1-0. Lineberger, a 5'3" senior from Claremont, North Carolina. Takes high. Pitch catches the plate, and it's 2-1. Lineberger coming in, batting .438 during the USA South Tournament, 5 games played. Two ones high and outside, 3-1. Line foul, 3-2. Caitlin Smith on the year, 14-1 in 20 appearances, 16 of which were starts, with a 2.08 ERA, 6 shutouts in 101 and 1/3 innings pitched. There's a line drive base hit. And the first runner of the game is on.
Now batting the designated player, Brianna Morris.
Brianna Morris, the DP, will step in. One's outside, ball 1. Two and 0 now. And that's high, 3-0. Smith in jeopardy of putting 2 on here with just 1 out. And she does just that. So first and second with 1 out.
Now batting the pitcher, Miranda Barker.
Now the pitcher for the Spirits will step in, Miranda Barker. Alexis Murray goes out to try to calm down her pitcher. So here's Barker. Takes a ball, so 5 straight balls from Smith. tie, make it 6. She does have 14 walks in her 20 innings in this tournament, but she's compensated with 32 strikeouts. That catches the outside. It's 2-1. 2-1, hammered foul. One is high, and it's now a full count. 1 out. Look at the Barker's pitching stats when she comes back into the circle, but she's batting 583. So far this tournament, she fouls off the full count pitch. She has 5 RBI in the tournament, looking for more. Full count pitches hit foul. All right, umpire gets some more softballs, and we're ready to go. Full count. 1 out. There's the pitch. Swung on. Line drive to center field. That's going to be over the center fielder's head. Rounding third and coming home is the first run of the game, and a double by Barker. And it is 1-0 Salem.
Now batting third baseman Amanda DeQuinto.
Lineberger scored on that one, and we'll have a mound visit, or circle visit. All right, second and third for the Scots now. Brittany Martin, or excuse me, Amanda DeCunto is up. She'll take a strike, 1-1. And is the third baseman for the Spirits. Just 2 runners on. Takes a strike, 1-2. 1 out. Kaylin Smith allowing just her second run of the tournament. Pitch that one. Yes, she swung. And that is a strikeout, 2 outs. So now Brittany Martin steps in. Second baseman.
Now batting second baseman Brittany Morton.
First pitch is high, ball 1. Morton takes the ball, gets away from the catcher. Here comes a runner from third. She is safe. So 2-0 now for the Spirits. So that'll go down as a wild pitch. Morris scores. Parker advanced to third. Morton still a chance for an RBI here. Takes it high. It's 3-0. Smith struggling here, which has not occurred this tournament, and she walks another. As Morton takes first, Spirits will have first and third with 2 outs.
Now batting first baseman Brianna Herman.
Brianna Herman, the first baseman, comes up, batting .273 this tournament in 5 games. Takes the first pitch inside. She's the 7th batter to face Smith this inning. That one catches the outside corner, and it's 2-1. It's now 1-2 as that one is laced foul. Smith's trying to get out of this with limited damage. Already allowing 2 runs. 1-2 pitch, swung on and fouled off. Herman, a sophomore from Charlotte, North Carolina. 1-2 pitch is hit foul again. She's trying to take out her head coach, Scott Long, the USA South Coach of the Year. Long telling her to hit it anywhere but at his ankles. So 1-2 once again. That one's outside, 2-2. Twos are wild, and it's another foul ball. This time she tries to hit Madison Birch on deck. She luckily has her catching equipment, half of it on, so it'll protect her legs at least. Shin pads are on. And that's a ball outside, full count. That one catches the outside corner and will end the inning. 2 runs come across the plate. Salem is up 2-0 after 1. first baseman for Maryville will step in, leading out the top of the second. Salem is up 2-0. Takes the first pitch high, ball one. Brandon Barker in the circle for Salem. 3-0 on this tournament. 2.41 ERA so far. Outside corner, strike one. 3 appearances, all starts. 2 complete games. 20.1 innings pitched. Now 21.1 innings pitched. Coming up just 8 runs, 7 of which were earned. 1-1 coming. It's right there for strike 2, 1-2. On the year, Barker's 13-4 with a 2.43 ERA. 20 appearances, 16 of which were starts. Rachel Taylor is the lone senior on this Maryville team. So she's looking to win a title in her last season as a Scot. Both teams looking to earn their first USA South Tournament championships today. As mentioned, Maryville needs just 1 win. Salem needs to sweep both of these games if they wish to win it. There's a comeback to the pitcher, goes over first, and it's 1 out.
Now batting second baseman Taylor Campbell.
The second baseman Taylor Campbell comes up. Campbell, the freshman. Takes the straight. A shot, but foul. Campbell hitting .231 during the 4 games that Maryville has played in this tournament, 3 out of 13. 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Swings and misses, a nice pitch outside corner, and it's 2 straight. Alexis Murray, the catcher for Maryville, comes. 2 outs, nobody on. First pitch swing and missing for 0-1. Maryville here in LaGrange started out their day on Friday by beating Covenant 5-0. And then they beat the same Salem team 2-1 on Saturday. This one's fisted out the right field, by the right fielder. That is 3 outs, so 3 up, 3 down. And at the bottom of the second, 2-0 Salem. Madisonburg will lead things off here in the bottom of the second. Salem is up 2-0. Takes ball 1 low. This is the USA South Softball Tournament Championship day. We've yet to see if it will become game or games.
Yeah.
That's strike 1-1. Salem needs to get 2 wins today. Championship. That one's outside. Salem started their time in LaGrange on Friday with a 5-1 win over Averett. That one is hit foul. And as I mentioned, last half inning lost to this Maryville team 2-1, but rebounded to defeat Meredith 7-5 to reach this point. In the first round best of 3 series, Salem swept William Peace in 2 games, 7-2 and 12-1. That's a swing and a miss, and a strikeout for Smith, and 1 out. Smith trying to rebound from a rough first inning. She threw 40 pitches and gave up the 2 runs. So Addison York, the left fielder, fouls off the first pitch. Second is outside, 1-1. Now 2-1 from the freshman from Olin, North Carolina. Swing and a miss on a nice rise ball. It's 2-2. York batting .308 in 5 games so far this tournament. This one, third base side foul, but that one is caught. Board takes care of the second out, and we will head back to the top of the order. Vittorelli comes up. She's 0 for 1 today. Takes the ball high. It's a little low and outside, 2-0. Vittorelli on the year coming into today. He's a .380 hitter. Played in 40 games, started 39 of them. Takes a strike there, and it's 3-1. Scored a team high 36 runs out of the leadoff spot for the majority of the year. This hit foul, so it's 3-2. That one is low and inside, so the walk bug hits Smith again. And the Spirits will have a runner on first with 2 outs. Lineberger will come up. He laced a single in the center. Her first time up, she's 1 for 1. Shader came around and scored the first run of the game. Takes a strike outside. On the outside corner. Strike 1. Fouls out the second pitch, 0-2. Smith quickly ahead. This one a line drive, but right at left fielder. And that would be the third out of the inning. Head to the top of the third, 2-0. Kristen Torres, the shortstop for Maryville, steps in. Top of the third, 2-0 Salem. Ground ball, and it's actually a foul ball. Home plate umpire confirms. It's strike one. Parker so far has thrown 22 pitches through 2 innings with 2 strikeouts. Went after that one, and it's 0-2. Maryville looking for their first hit so far. Salem 2 runs on 2 hits. Neither team has committed an error. That one is high, 1-2. The 1-2 is line drive foul ball, or excuse me, down the line. It's fair. On the right field line, catches some chalk. And there's the first hit for the Scots.
Now batting the designated player, Sarah Gordon.
Sarah Gordon, designated player, steps in, number 12. Squares the bunt, and I believe a hitter. They might check to see if she continued to square around. She doesn't. The first base umpire says no. Scott Long will have a conversation with the home plate umpire. If it stands, the Scots will have 2 on with no outs. So Maryville with 2 on, no outs. Another square to bunt. That one's taken outside for a ball. Gabrielle Rathmel is the pinch runner at first. And the batter is Ashton Hayden, center fielder. 1-0 count, no outs. And that's a foul ball. Torres on first. She singled down the right field line. Gordon was hit by the pitch and was replaced by Rathnell at first. Another square to bunt, but that's outside, 2-1. Head coach Leah Kelly for Maryville in the third base coaching box. See if she continues to put the bunt sign on. She does, and Hayden misses, so it's now 2-2. Two coming, swung on, hit shortstop. She'll throw it over to third for the force out. Nice play over there by Vitarelli. Canto with the tag of third, and it's 1 out.
Now batting third baseman Morgan Brewer.
So Hayden couldn't get the runners over, so Brewer will try to do so. Back up the top of the order for Maryville. Brewer 0 for 1 on the day. That one is taken high for a ball. One 0 is taken inside, 2-0. Meredith with Maryville with runners on first and second. With a strike, 2-1. Brewer with a foul ball. Nice attempt there by the first baseman, Herman, but she could not get it. It evens the count at 2-2. Barker could use the strikeout here. The hard dealer coming up for the Scots, and she gets just that. Nice high inside pitch, and Brewer could not catch up to it, so her second strikeout of the game for Brewer, the third for Barker. Christina White steps in, the right fielder. We'll try to get the job done with 2 outs. Wings on, hits it to Vitarelli at third. At short, throws on the first. And Salem puts the first 2 on, but gets 3 straight outs and remains up 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the third. Brianna Morris, the DP for Salem, steps in. Bottom of the third. Spirits up 2-0. Here in LaGrange, Georgia for the USA South softball tournament finale. USA South has been in town since Wednesday, conducting 7 tournaments. Foul ball, 0-2. 7 tournaments during that time. It all began with baseball, and then men's golf, women's lacrosse came into town, along with softball, men's and women's tennis, and finally men's lacrosse. Softball, though, cannot play in the rain, so we are here on Monday. 0-2 is outside, 1-2. The 1-2 is swung on, hitting between the hole and second and third. Nice stop by the shortstop. Throws on to first, and she's safe. A great stop out there by Torres at short, but just legged out by Morris. So great play, but she beat it out. And see if we have Coach Long with some changes coming. We have a pinch runner. I believe that's number 18, Katie Bilbrey.
Now running first base for Salem, number 18, Katie Bilbrey.
Brandon Barker, once again, a chance to help her own cause out. Barker 1 for 1 today. Takes the first pitch outside. Squares the bunt, but pulls it back and takes a strike, 1-1. This one is laced into the gap in left center field. Runner heading to third. Barker will stand up with a stand-up double, and once again, helping her own cause out, as she is now 2 for 2. And the Spirits have runners on second and third, and threatening once again to extend the lead. Barker 2 for 2 now, 2 doubles. Coach Leah Kelly might be making a change here. Could not see who they had warming up, but it looks like change in the circle will occur. Number 19, Casey Joliffe, will come in. And we will get her information to you when we come back. So Joliffe will come in as the new pitcher.
Number 19, Casey
DeCunto will step up.
Salem for Salem.
She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Takes the first pitch low. One zero is low, ball 2. Salem with runners on second and third. Nobody out. Already up 2-0 here in the bottom of the third. A must-win game for the Spirits to force an ultimate winner-take-all championship contest. 2-0 is high. Joliffe coming in. It's 5-3 in 17 appearances, 6 of which were starts. It's a 2.11 ERA, and she also has 2 saves, 50 2/3 innings. .30 is there. Joliffe is 1-0 in this tournament. Picked up a win in the first round series. This one has popped up and will head foul, so it'll be 3-2. One and 0 in one start was a complete game. 6 innings. She gave up 2 runs on 9 hits and with a walk, 2 strikeouts. I'll give her a 2.33 ERA. Full count is low, and the bases will be loaded with still nobody out. So Brittany Morton, the second baseman, a big opportunity here to give a big lead for the Spirits. First pitch to her is taken high. So control issues for the Scots today so far. 4 walks here in just into the bottom of the third inning. That pitch is right there for a strike, 1-1. Morton had one of those walks in her first at bat. 1-1 is grounded the shortstop. She'll come home for 1. It is caught, and that's all they can get. Kristen Torres, home to Alexis Murray. Getting the runner at home. The bases will remain loaded. Brianna Herman, Spirit first baseman, will step in. Takes first pitch inside. Herman today 0 for 1. First pitch, that's a nice pitch. Nice little curveball on the outside corner. And it's 1-1. Herman left 2 on in her first at bat when she struck out. 1-1 is high, so just try to improve that first at bat. Grounded to the second baseman. Coming home with it, she is out. Nice play, close play, but the throw gets there in time. So again, another fielder's choice play at the plate, getting the force out with ground balls in the infield. Infield was playing in to a degree. So Joliffe, nice job getting some ground balls to her middle infielders, and they get the out at home. So Morton reached on a fielder's choice. Herman reached on a fielder's choice, as did Morton. So Herman's at first, Morton's on second, DeCunto on third. Parker was out at home. So this is Madison Birch, 0 for 1. She also struck out. She grounds it slow to the third, but goes foul. So now 0-2 And Joliffe and the Scots are 1 strike away from getting out of a bases loaded, an initial bases loaded, no one out jam. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Struck her out. So Joliffe comes in, puts the fire out. With getting the 3 batters that she faced, or excuse me, getting 3 outs before anybody scored. We'll head to the top of the 4th, 2-0. Salem. So we head to the top of the 4th inning, 2-0 Salem. Essence Strambler steps up. She's 0 for 1 today. Laces a foul ball to the right side. 0-1. Next pitch fouled straight back. 0-2. Strambler in her first at bat grounded out to the pitcher to end the 1st inning. One's out sideways pitch from Barker. It's 1-2. This one is fisted into center field. Nice running attempt by center fielder, gets Byer. Wide turn by Strambler, but she'll head back to first, and a leadoff single into center field. Lemberger came on, but that wind kind of knocked it down, and she couldn't get to it, but keeps Strambler to a single, and that'll bring up Rachel Taylor, who is 0 for 1. Back in the 2nd, she grounded out. Pitch is low outside, ball 1. Taylor on the year coming into today was batting .349 with 37 RBIs. 2nd on the team. This one is laced to left field, and left fielder has it in foul ground. They're playing Taylor that direction. So nice job of defensive alignment by the Spirits, as York was about maybe 20 feet from the left field line and played Taylor perfectly, caught it about 2 feet in foul ground for the first out. Wind's blowing that way, so maybe that's the strategy, as she still is about only 20 or 30 feet off the line. So 1 up, 1 out. That brings up Taylor Campbell. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Salem definitely playing the lines, leaving large gaps in the left center and right center fields. That one is just inside, and it's 1-1. Strambler on first. She reached on a single. Maryville's second hit of the game. It's a ground ball over to second. Flip the first for the second out. Strandler moves on to second base. From Morton to Herman for the second out.
Now batting the catcher, Alexis Murray.
Alexis Murray will come up. She lined out to right field. Her first at bat, so she is 0 for 1. And as the Scots try to get a 2-out RBI here. It's low for ball 1. One 0 pitch is low. Parker yet to walk anybody today. She did hit a batter. That one's fisted in the right field. Right fielder coming in. They're going to stop the runner after a nice throw from the right fielder. A good decision over there by Leah Kelly. And Maryville will have runners on the corners with 2 outs. Murray with a base hit to right field.
Now batting the shortstop, Kristen Torres.
And Bilbrey was up quickly and fired home to keep the runner at third. So Strambler now at third. Murray on first. That'll bring up Kristen Torres, who got the Scots' first base hit. So this one grounds over the shortstop, eats her up, goes into left field. Throw over at third is safe, and Torres will hit the second on the throw. So we'll wait for the decision on that, but I believe that's going to be an error on the shortstop. Vitarelli was hit hard, but ball probably should have come up with. Unfortunately, she didn't.
Now batting the designated
And
hitter,
that's the
Jay
first
Gordon.
run for the Scots. And the Scots now have runners on second and third. As Strambler scored, Murray went all the way around. It's a check swing to the pitcher, and she'll throw it over to the first. Parker will. For the third out, we will head to the bottom of the fourth. 2-1, Salem. Addison York leads off the bottom of the fourth for Salem with a swing and a miss. Salem looking to rebound after giving up a run to the Scots in the top half of the inning. 2-1, we sit in the bottom of the fourth at the USA South Championship Day for softball. Maryville, the number 1 seed out of the West. Salem, number 1 seed out of the East. York pops it up to the shortstop. Oh, it'll give way to the left fielder, and that's 1 out. So Joliffe, since coming in, has walked just 1 batter, but 1 1/3 so far. She's struck out 1 and has not allowed any runs to score. There's Vittorelli, top of the order for Salem. Takes strike 1. And the dust storm comes in, and everybody takes a moment. Wind now kind of changing direction. Was going from right to left. Now it's a swirling wind. This one's grounded over to third. Throws on over, and it's quickly 2 outs. Montana Lineberger coming up. The center fielder is 1 for 2 today. She singled back in the first half inning for Salem. The bottom of the first, where they scored their only 2 runs. Takes ball 1 from Joliffe. This one is fisted out to left field. That's going to drop in front of the left fielder. So another base hit by Lineberger. And she is 2 for 3.
Now batting, designated player, Brianna Morris.
The DP, Brianna Morris, comes up. She is 1 for 1 on the day. Morris with a walk as well. That's a grounder over the third baseman's head into left field. So that'll be another base hit. And a 2-out rally here for the Spirits. It's first and second with nobody out. Or excuse me, first and second with 2 outs. And Miranda Barker, the pitcher, who has been Salem's best hitter so far today, will come up. She is 2 for 2, 2 doubles, and an RBI. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Pitch is strike. Is a strike right down the middle. Joliffe made quick work of the first 2 hitters. In 3 pitches, she had 2 outs. But now, first and second with 1 out. This one is flown into right field. Right fielder coming in. Under it, makes the catch, and that'll be the end of the inning. So the Spirits threaten but do not score. We will head to the top of the 5th. The score remains 2-1 Salem. Ashton Hayden leads off the top half of the 5th with a ground ball foul for the Scots. Maryville got on the scoreboard last inning with a run of the unearned variety. A run nonetheless. It's 2-1 Salem. Swing and a miss, and there goes the bat. Missed the ball, lost the bat. She gets it back, and it'll be an 0-2 count when she steps back in. Barker, in 4 innings so far, has not allowed an earned run. She has not allowed a walk. She has struck out 3, hit 1 batter. That one's way outside, 1-2. 1-2 pitch, swung on, hits the shortstop. She has it. Goes on the first, a little wide, and she pulls first baseman off the bag, and that's going to be an error. And that will give Maryville the first runner of this inning. Runner on first, nobody out. Morgan Brewer now stepping up. Brewer steps in with the train going from left to right in the outfield. A lot of trains here in LaGrange. Can quickly get stuck behind one. It's become a tradition here at the Sports Festival for yours truly to do so. Luckily, it happened on Wednesday, so nothing much going on at that point. The pitch grounded. That will be stopped by the second baseman on a great play. Great play by Morton. Going to her right, making the stab. And throwing it over to Vitarelli, who's covering the bag at second to get the out. So big first out. As Hayden is retired at first, Brewer reaches on the fielder's choice. And that'll bring up Christina White. So she's 0 for 2 so far today. If that gets into center field, probably looking at first and third. But instead, here comes a steal down to second, and she's safe. Looked like a bit of a delayed steal. But nonetheless, Brewer gets in. And now we have a conversation, Coach Scott Long from Salem with the umpire, who is now at third, but covered that call at second. Maryville will have a runner on second with 1 out after this conversation is complete. An 0-1 count on the batter. So Brewer, the stolen base. She's the USA South Player of the Year in the All-Conference Awards that were announced earlier this week. Christina White is up with an 0-1 count. Miranda Barker deals, and it is hit foul. But a great play by Vitarelli at short. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th with the score Salem 2, Maryville 1. Amanda DeCunto leads it off in the bottom of the 5th inning for Salem. The third baseman takes a strike, 1-1. Casey Joliffe still in the circle for the Scots. That one is a hot shot over the second. Nice play there on the first for the out.
Now batting second baseman Brittany Morton.
Joliffson's coming in relief of Caitlin Smith, the Scott starter, in the bottom of the 3rd. He's pitched 2 1/3, given up 2 hits, 1 walk, struck out 1, not allowed a run. It's a strike, 0-1. Caitlin Smith, so far her day is done. We'll see if she comes back, but in 2 innings she gave up 2 runs on 4 hits. Both were in 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. That one is high, 1-1. Brittany Morton with the pop up to first base. That is caught. Rachel Taylor puts it away, and it's 2 outs.
Now batting first baseman Brianna Herman.
Brianna Herman, the first baseman, is 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. So Joliffe once again gets 2 quick outs. That one is low for ball 1. That one's inside 2-0. And now 3-0. Because once again, Joliffe, like she did last inning, got 2 quick outs and then struggled for a couple batters, but ultimately did not allow any runs. So we'll see if she can get herself out of this jam. And she walks Herman on 4 pitches. Looks like we might have a change from Salem, pinch hitter. So a pinch hitter on for Salem, Samantha Smith, a 5'8" freshman from New Bern, North Carolina. Salem College from Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Now batting for Salem, number 12, Samantha Smith.
Maryville College from Maryville, Tennessee. Here in LaGrange, Georgia, battling for a championship. Final day of the USA South Spring Sports Festival. Festival featured 7 championships in the 7 spring sports that the USA South offers. Smith quickly takes 2 strikes and is down 0-2. 2 outs. Herman on first. She walked on 4 straight. Here's Joseph's 0-2 pitches outside, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch is hit foul. Neither of these two institutions have had any of their other sports win championships so far this weekend, so both schools looking to capture their first titles of the spring, and it would be their first titles in the program history in the USA South tournament. NC Wesleyan College right now is going to be the big winner from the Spring Sports Festival. They swept men's and women's tennis yesterday, as well as captured the men's golf championship, so they have 3 out of the 7 titles. 1-2 pitch is popped up to second, and that'll end the inning. No runs scored. We will head to the bottom of the top of the 6th. 2-1 Salem. Strambler will come on to lead off the top of the 6th for Maryville in a 2-1 game. Salem is on top. Scored 2 runs in the first. Have not scored since. It's a first pitch swing, ground ball, nice play over by Vitarelli. Throw on the first, and that's 1 out. Strambler now 1 for 3 on the day.
Now batting first baseman Rachel Taylor.
Rachel Taylor will head up to the plate, 0 for 2 on the day. Miranda Barker now has tossed 64 pitches, 5 1/3 innings, has not allowed an earned run, and has struck out 3. Once again, we have another train coming through. And that's a 0-1 pitch. I know in Durham, if you hit the bull, you get a steak. If you hit the grass, you get a salad. The Durham Bulls. I'm not sure what happens if you hit a train here in LaGrange. There's a strike. 0-2. If you hit a train here, you get a pro contract. That would be about 400 feet. Parker 1-2 to Taylor. Fouls it off. The 1-2's grounded over to second. An easy throw to first, and that's 2 outs.
Now batting second baseman Taylor Campbell.
Taylor Campbell now steps in. There's the first strike taken by Campbell. Catches the outside corner. Nobody on here in the top of the 6th with 2 outs. That's a slow roller to third. Up with it and over to first. And the Spirits quickly head to the bottom of the 6th with a 1-run lead, 2-1. Addison York steps in and quickly hits a 1 to right field. 1 pitch, 1 out. White was positioned perfectly, had to take a couple steps in to get the first out for the Scots. And Vitarelli will come in as we head to the top of the order. This one is grounded foul. Vitarelli 0 for 2 today with a walk. Oh, 1 is high, 1-1. Mislaced foul. It's now 1-2. Vitarelli is a senior from Greensboro, North Carolina. One of 4 seniors on the roster for Salem. 1-2 pitch. Changeup is low. 2-2. Scots with 1 half inning left to tie this game. Spirits trying to put some distance. This one hit on the third. Thrown over across the diamond to first. And that's the second out.
Now batting center fielder Montana Weinberger.
Lineberger steps in. She's having a good day so far. 2 for 3. Who scored a run back in the first inning. The first run of this game. Takes a ball outside. 2-0. Catches the inside corner. Nice pitch. It's 2-1. The 2-1 is hammered into the gap between short and third, and that'll be a solid single. And Lineberger continues her hot hitting today. She's now 3 for 4.
Now batting designated player Brianna Morris.
Brianna Morris, the designated player, will come up. Takes a ball outside, 1-0. Morris 2 for 2 today. Run scored and a walk. Her run right now is the potential game-winning run. Scored that back in the first inning on a wild pitch. That was after Miranda Barker had doubled to center to score Lineberger. This one is hammered into right field, but right at the right fielder, White. We will head to the top of the 7th. Last 3 outs, opportunity to extend the game, and we'll see if Salem can extend the tournament with 3 outs of their own. Head to the top of the 7th, 2-1 Salem. Top of the 7th we go. Alexis Murray, the catcher, will lead off for the Scots, who are down to their last 3 outs. Down 2-1. Salem with a win will extend this tournament for one more game. This one is popped up into short right field. Second baseman goes out to get it, and 1 out. So 6, 7, and 8 due up. Murray, Torres, and Gordon. And this is Kristen Torres, the shortstop. Torres on the day, 1 for 2. Miranda Barker has gone the whole way so far for the Spirits. That's ball 1. Barker in 6 1/3 so far has given up just 3 hits, 1 run. It was not earned, and she has struck out 3. All 3 of the hits were singles. She did hit 1 batter. It's a strike, 1-1. That was just inside, ball 2-1. Half of those in attendance loved that call. Half of those in attendance did not. The 2-1 is fouled off. A nice low pitch by Barker. And now a 2-2 count. No one on, 1 out here in the top of the 7th. 2-2 is high, now 3-2. The Scots need a runner. Torres here will do that either via a hit or a walk. This one is popped foul down the right field side. Torres, a junior from nearby Knoxville, Tennessee. This one is just inside, and that will be ball 4. So a big walk there means that the go-ahead run is at the plate. The tying run is at first. And at the plate will be a pinch hitter. Casey Joliffe will now move into the lineup as a hitter. So she will bat for Sarah Gordon in the 8 spot, who was the DP. She takes a ball low. Joliffe on the year, batting just 100. Has only had 10 at-bats. Takes a ball, 2-0. She has just 1 hit in those 10 at-bats. But it did produce an RBI. It's fouled off, straight back. It's now 2-1. Torres, who walked, was on first. She represents the tying run. Casey Joliffe, who is the current pitcher for Maryville, is now batting and has a 3-1 count. So the control has wandered for Barker. She walked her first batter in this inning. The 3-1 pitch, that's called strike. 3-2. So a full count pitch here from Barker as she's battled back. Here it comes. That one is inside. And 2 straight walks for Barker as she cannot catch that inside corner. And it'll be first and second with 1 out. And head coach Scott Long will head to the circle to give his pitcher some advice. So first and second, 1 out for the Scots. And now Allie Snyder will come up as a pinch hitter. She takes ball 1 inside. Snyder, a sophomore utility player, will attempt to tie this game. Tying run is at second. The pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1. Torres, who walked, is on second. Joliffe, who walked, is on first. So still no hits in this inning, but the Scots are threatening. This one is high, but it's off the catcher's glove, and that will advance the runners. So a pass ball charged to the catcher as she could not handle the rise ball. And it's now 2-1 with the tying run on third and the go-ahead run on second. 1 out for the pinch hitter. She swings and fouls it off. And it's now 2-2. Snyder on the year, 33 at-bats. She is 8 of 33 with runs scored, 2 doubles, 8 RBIs for a 242 average. The 2-2 pitch swung on and fouled straight back. And we will do it again. Tense moments here for both teams. Barker trying to not allow any of those runners to score and have Salem force a deciding game for the championship. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball is dropped. Now throw him to the third, and she got him. She's out. Now the runner who was at home does advance to first. But a smart play by Birch, the catcher, to get the lead runner. There was a drop third strike. First base was not occupied. Therefore, the runner did have the opportunity to advance to first. However, the runner at third, Torres, got a little greedy and was caught off the bat. So a nice play by Birch. They allow the runner to reach, the batter, to reach first. So Snyder is credited with a strikeout, but reaches first on the pass ball. We're going to have a pinch runner for Maryville. Number 2, Ashton Hayden. will pinch run at first base. So a lot of action going on here. Morgan Brewer will step up to the plate. 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts. She's the leadoff batter, the third baseman for the Scots. So now, after all of that, the Scots have runners on first and second with 2 outs. That's a strike. 0-1. So Salem now 1 out away from forcing a second game. LaGrange has been so good to us. Why don't we just stay here a couple more hours? Maybe not. The fly ball to right field. Right fielder has it. They're going to stop the runner at third. And we have a bases loaded situation. So another nice play out there by the right fielder. Bilbrey, who was playing in, and Brewer almost hit it too good. A nice line drive shot to right field, but Bilbrey was up with it on the short hop and threw a laser home. And a good decision by Leah Kelly to stop that runner on third. So Joliff's on third, Hayden's on second, Brewer's on first. Christina White is now up 0 for 3 today. Here's the pitch. It's outside, ball 1. So Barker can't put White anywhere. Top of the 7th, 2 outs, bases loaded. The Scots down by 1. The pitch, ground ball up the middle, base hit. Here comes the runner around from second. She will score, and the Scots have taken the lead. And now the runner is off base at second, and she is out at second. So 2 runs will score as now we. Now it was a force. This is a very strange situation. So I believe that was Brewer. Brewer was on first. I believe thought that they were the home team and that they had just won the championship. Therefore, she began celebrating, came off of the base path, and therefore was forced out at second. So 2 runs will score. Maryville now, in a quick twist of fate, is now up 3-2, and they are now 3 outs away from winning the championship. We will head to the bottom of the 7th. Maryville 3, Salem 2. Okay, welcome back. We're at the bottom of the 7th here. Now Maryville, with 2 runs in the top of the 7th on a 2-run RBI single by Christina White, has pulled ahead. And now Miranda Barker, who was in good shape to force this to a second game, is now batting, again with a chance to help herself out. She is 2 for 3 on the day with 2 doubles and RBI. Casey Joliffe in the circle, and there's another base hit by Barker. What a day for her. There's a big throw over to first. It gets by her. That's going to skip up along the fence. So a ill-advised throw from the left fielder all the way to first, trying to catch her off guard. And that will be an error on the left fielder and an advance to second by Barker. And now the Spirits have a potential tying run at second with nobody out, and Amanda DeCunto will come up.
Now batting third baseman Amanda DeCunto.
And they're going to try to sacrifice Barker over. So that was fouled off, 0-1. There's a bunt attempt, but it was foul. Now it's 0-2. So DeCunto trying to do her job to get the tying run over to third, and she fouls off the first 2 bunt attempts. There's a pitch. It's popped up into left field. Left field coming in. It goes into no man's land, and that will be a base hit. Barker unable to advance on the play as it was kind of middle of nowhere, and that'll be a base hit by DeCunto. So big at bat by her, and it's now first and second with nobody out. And head coach Leah Kelly will come out for the Scots. So first and second for the Spirits. Brittany Morton is up. She is 0 for 2 on the day with a walk. Here's the pitch. Bunt is pulled back, and that's a ball. So the Spirits are going to try to get these runners over into scoring position. Tying run is at second base. That's Barker. She singled, followed by a single by DeCunto, but Barker could not advance on it. And it's first and second. DeCunto first. This time not squaring and taking a strike. So 2-1. Now squaring, pulls it back, takes a ball. 2-1. My apologies. It's now 3-1. First pitch was a ball. So 3-1 here to Morton. Squares again, puts it down to third base. Third baseman has it, now drops it. No play can be made. So that'll be a sacrifice by Morton, but I believe an error on the third baseman. So now the Spirits have bases loaded and nobody out. A position that they have been in before, and Joliffe has been in before, and she got out of it. So the play has to be at the plate.
Baseman Brianna Herman.
Anything in the infield for the Scots. First pitch to Brianna Herman is a ball. 0-1. Excuse me, 1-0. Brianna Herman is 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. The 1-0 pitch is high and outside. 2-0. A walk will tie this game. Joliffe so far, 4 innings pitched, no earned runs, or no runs given up with a strike and two walks. 2-0 pitch is right down the middle. Strike 1, 2-1. Barker on third, DeCunto on second, Morton on first. There's the pitch, swung on, hit foul. 2-2. Two-two pitch. Just missed outside. Nice take by Herman. And now we have 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Tying run is at third. Winning run at second. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and popped up into left field. Let's see if they tag. They do not. And a nice throw home is cut off. And that's 1 out. Not quite far enough for that fly ball by Herman. That's a nice play by Essence Strambler out there in left field to catch it, fire home, and keep Barker from scoring. Head coach Scott Long is going to have a conversation with Madison Birch, his next batter. She is currently 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. All right, all the respective visits are over, the meetings, and we have Madison Birch headed up to the plate. The batter in 8 hole for Salem, the catcher. That was inside, almost clipped her elbow, and it did not, and it's 1-0. Again, bottom of the 7th, the Scots 2 outs away from their first ever USA South Championship in the tournament, and Salem attempting to extend this. Now squares around the bunt, a little squeeze play on, and she could not get the ball down. And that will be strike number 1. One 1 count, 1 out, bases are loaded. Bottom of the third order is going to have to get it done for the Spirits. 1-1 pitch. That's low. Ball 2, 2-1. 2-1 pitch is high. Now 3-1. So Joliffe had 3-2 last batter and got out of it. Let's see what she can do with a 3-1 count here. Three-one pitch. That's way high, and that's going to tie the game. So we are now tied at 3-all here in the bottom of the 7th. So Salem now a chance to win it and force a deciding championship game. As Miranda Barker scores,
Now batting left fielder Addison York.
DeCunto advances to third, Morton to second, and Birch to first on the walk. There's a line drive base hit, and that is going to win the ball game, and we will head to a game later today. Final score, Salem wins it 4-3 on a base hit by Addison York. So we will get this next game populated on the schedule. We'll put up some links and 1-2 live stats as well as a live video. So please bear with us. We anticipate the next game to take place in approximately 30 to 45 minutes. So just stay tuned to usasouth.net, and we will be back momentarily. For Salem 4, Maryville 3, USA South Championship game will take place very soon. Thank you for viewing. Hope you've enjoyed it, and we will talk to you again very soon.